hey, they tried to jump the fence on this. The normal process would be you drop a grand jury subpoena on President Trump. He decides if he's going to comply. If he contests for executive privilege, you go to court. You let the judge work it out. The FBI decided they wanted to jump the fence on this. What they wanted to do was they wanted to get ahead of this and take the privilege off the table by having the current president, Joe Biden, waive the privilege for the former president, even though it covers conversations that when Trump was in president. So they jumped the fence. They try to cut corners on this. What you see at this is at the ignition point of this investigation. This investigation is ignited in April of this year. The Justice Department, the White House for Joe Biden, and the National Archives are all working together with the FBI. And the first decision Joe Biden makes that's consequential is, I'm going to let the National Archives send the materials of my predecessor, Donald Trump, to the FBI to start a criminal investigation. That's the first thing he does. Then the Justice Department and FBI come back and say, listen, we got this problem. President Trump's probably going to claim executive privilege over these documents. We need you to waive it. And President Biden tells his counsel, I waive it. If the National Archives feels it's okay to send it over, they can waive the privilege on my behalf and send it over. And that's what happens. Right after that process is done, what does the Justice Department do? They launch a grand jury. They then send grand jury subpoenas to the president, which are executed in late May. And then there's a voluntary visit on June 3rd. And then after all that, they go and they escalate to DEFCON 2 now. Now they go and they execute a search warrant in August. All the while, the former president, Donald Trump, is communicating, I want to cooperate. I have executive privilege claims I'm worried about. Can we have a court get involved in this? And the Justice Department, with Joe Biden's blessing, is blowing past that. You take that history, now remember what was said on the podium of the White House the day the raid occurred. We don't know anything about this. This is a Justice Department matter. This was a White House matter, and the White House was involved at the ignition point where this investigation started, and they took away the former president's best legal defense, or one of his legal defenses, executive